Hey guys, Chris, aka Squire Tap, here with you. I wanted to talk about something kind of special to me today. I had a couple people ask me about my guitars, and I would love to show you guys my guitars. There are a couple little kind of prerequisites though that we got to get out of the way. You guys know by now I'm a huge Squire fanatic. Props definitely go to Ken Mountain for the awesome Squire hat and the SP10 amp that had to give its little life for the hat. But I'm a Squire fanatic because I came in with Nirvana, and Kurt loved cheap Japanese Fender pawn shops. His views shaped a lot of my views, and I come up without a lot of anything. And so a Fender guitar to me might as well have been a Ferrari when I was a kid. But when I discovered Squire, I found that in between ground. And I didn't have a bunch of people to tell me that Squires were crap or that they were just for beginners or whatever else people say about Squires. I just played them and liked them. And they always worked out well for me. But also, I had an amazing first Squire to get me started. So here's my prerequisite for a guitar. For me to own the guitar, it has to cost less than, we'll say $400 just to be safe. The most I've ever paid in my life was $350 for a guitar, and I'll show it to you. It was well worth it. It's the best guitar I own. But if it's over $350, it's not for me. Not that I have a problem with anybody else playing whatever kind of guitar you'd like, but it kind of puts it out of the running for me. To me, there's no sense in paying more than that when you can get a guitar that does everything that you absolutely need it to do for cheaper. There's just no sense in it. It's how I roll. It's just my thing. But I figured to start off, I'll show you. This is one of my latest ones. This is a 1989. If we can get this off so you can see here. It's a Squier II Strat. They're made in Korea. I actually picked this one up at a pawn shop. My wife was the one that actually kind of pushed me to get it. It was on the wall. It was in pretty bad shape. The bridge had completely crumbled out. So I snatched it up. The guy wanted $169 for it. And so I put it on the counter and I was like, man, it's just an old plywood Squire, which was hard for me to say anyway. The guy knew I had never haggled a day in my life, and he was messing with me. And I said, I know it says 169, but I said, since it's an old plywood Squire, you think we could do maybe 120? And he goes, no, sir, I can't do that, but I'll take 125. So he was messing with me, but I wound up getting this, and I replaced the bridge on it with a full-sized Fender bridge. And the pickups, I actually got some pickups off of Amazon. They're called Bellcat Alnico pickups, if you want to give them a shot. They sound amazing. They do everything that you would want out of good single coils. But I just figured I'd play a couple chords so you could see. It's really bright. But at the same time, it does give you that. You know, it gets the nice Fender sound too. And another thing too, I don't know if you can see it here, with my Strats, I always add this thing called the blender mod, which normally on a Strat, you know, you've got two tone knobs, and the blender mod basically takes one of your tone buttons and allows you to blend in the pickup. Say if you're down in the bridge where you're just running the bridge like this and you want to blend in, you can take this and turn it back and it'll warm that sound right up for you. All the way up in the neck, you can add in that is my '89 made in Korea Squire II, and these are renowned for the necks. Everybody seems to think that it's one of the best necks that Squire ever produced. That was my thing. When I sat down with this guitar, I literally had it in my hand for like 30 seconds when I knew I was going to have to buy it, because it was the best, if not one of the best, if not the best neck I had ever played in my life in about 30 seconds. So she came home with me. So next guitar, right?